Hey guys, I'm Grant Owens, hanging out with Chelou. Welcome to the studio.
Hi.
Where are you from?
I'm London born and bred.
Okay.
London, England, that is.
London born and bred. How long have you been doing music?
Since I was about 11, sort of, it's when I picked up my first guitar.
Okay.
From about 16, we were sort of playing all the bars that we couldn't get served in, but we could get booked for. So we'd be drinking tinnies outside and then and playing shows. So yeah, they were the sort of glory days, I think, when we had nothing better to do on a Friday night than come to one of my shitty shows, bad shows.
You're fine.
All right, cool.
Shitty shows it is.
Yeah,
and plus you're wearing a fuck hat anyway.
Well, yeah. And then yeah, it's been the last 4 or 5 years that the Chelou project has really taken its most professional form for me, you know.
Awesome. Yeah. And how old are you now?
I'm 28.
28.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
You've been playing music a long while.
Yeah, and also, I wish I was better considering how long I've been playing, but we'll, you know.
No, I was really impressed when I gave you a listen, and I think everyone should go check you out as well. And you're going to be playing here in Los Angeles. That's going to be on September 24th.
Indeed, yeah.
So at the Moroccan Lounge. So I want to hit that right out of the gate.
Yeah.
And you have your full length out. It's called Out of Sight.
Sorry, my full length out in my head just went to a different place. But
you do.
But yeah, my full length is
it's
out
a little
of
early
sight.
for that, man. I mean, we're in the weekend. But
Yeah. Well, Friday, you know.
What kind of clubs are you playing? You know. Let's see. But yeah, no. So when you were like playing when you were 16 and stuff, you're drinking tinnies outside. Sometimes it's that much easier to grab a drink, sneak a drink. From the bar, huh?
Yeah, for sure. No, it's a great feeling to have the full length out now. And yeah, it's just been a long time coming. I think we really like pushed it to the limit of how far we could go without releasing our debut LP. And the listeners had been real supportive in just being patient with us to get this album ready. So now it's out, and obviously, you know, off the back of it, we're heading out here to the States, which is super exciting for me.
You were talking a little bit about how you've been playing for so long. Can you name a few moments from your life that kind of set you down the path to music specifically?
Yeah, I mean, everything from, you know, that one guitar that I saw growing up, and the day I picked it up, and all the music that I was listening to at the time, you know, that was massively influential. And then had some like strange things happen in my life where I discovered I had a biological father.
Wow.
He, you know, it wasn't like he just turned up. He was always sort of there on the sidelines. I was just at an age where my parents could tell me what that all meant. So discovering him opened up this whole world where he was a musician, and the brothers that I have on his side were all musicians. So at that point, I really think I was like, damn, this is in my blood. This may be the direction I was already on, and it just made a lot more sense when I realized that. So that was my kind of get out of jail free card of having to do anything else. I was like, it's
in
destiny,
the blood.
You know, it's in the blood. So yeah, I think that definitely had a profound effect on me sticking it out. And then yeah, like after uni, when me and my business associate got involved together, he really, you know, helped push me in the right direction for that and say it's time to take this stuff seriously. So yeah, it definitely helps to have people around you when you're doing this whole music thing, because it can be a bit overwhelming and like scary. You don't really know what you're doing half the time. So
Of course.
So yeah, I've had great help in that department.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks for sharing a little bit about that. So back to the album. What are some of the ideas, themes, inspirations behind the album?
I mean, a massive inspiration and theme behind it was the fact that, like, me and Maya Jane Coles, who's a sort of techno producer from the London circuit, she's been going for a few years. Her involvement with my music when I was at my sort of earliest stage of just about able to record an acoustic demo, having written a few of my songs, Like a Dream actually was one of those songs on the demo, that she heard, and then she wanted to get involved. And over the years of me featuring on a few of her records, she wanted to help develop what has become this album. So really her influence on helping me learn how to produce, watching her, what she did, the processes of creating a song from its sort of like acoustic sense to a releasable track, was so inspiring. It shaped a lot of the sound of the record, I think. And having worked with her, I then started progressing myself towards producing more. So there's certain tracks on there where you can hear my little production style come through, and then hers. And yeah, really, it's all kind of quite organic because we weren't really following any trend at the time. So it was totally collaborative, which meant I think it came out. I didn't think neither of us knew how it was going to turn out. So it's a little bit left in places, but I think that's good, you know.
I think so too.
And yeah, and luckily I got to work with some other amazing producers like Cam Blackwood and this guy Lox, who Cam Black did the Out of Sight single, and that just took on a whole world of its own, you know, because at first I thought it was like an acoustic song, and then it turned into like a heavier kind of electronic kind of live feel.
Yeah, it kind of builds naturally sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. So none of it was intentional. We were all sort of kind of at ground zero, and then just seeing what came out of it. So I'm happy that the record is there.
Okay, and Out of Sight, there's a family influence to it?
Well, it's my mum who's getting shot out the cannon on the front cover of the record. Okay. So there's definitely that to play into it. There's a song Little Sis on it, which is a bit of a kind of family history, things I touched upon with like discovering certain biological members of my family and that. And I've had my little sister sing like weird samples and backing harmonies on like 8 or 9 records.
Really?
She doesn't really know about. Yeah. See, I've got a bootleg recording of her singing "In the Jungle," the Quiet Jungle, when she was 7 years old. And from this one recording, I managed to release my first EP, The Quiet.
That's amazing.
With her little hook on it. So yeah, hopefully one day she doesn't, you know, turn 18 and then sue me because she's fully not copywritten into any of these tracks. But yeah, she is a big inspiration behind everything I do. And release. So yeah, there's always some kind of family orientation with what I put out.
Awesome. Cool. Well, we know a little bit about the music now. And so you're going to be playing live coming up. And that must be a thrill for you, touring the U.S. Mm-hmm. And I guess, talk a little bit about the live show, what we can expect from that.
Yeah, the live show has been building for many years. I perform with a drummer, and me and him have done our best to sort of create the surround sound of a full piece band, you know. So awesome. We do a lot of I do a lot of live looping with my guitar. I call him Ganesh because he's got 4 arms when he plays drums. He's playing left-handed synth bass, hitting some live samples, playing organic drums, and half the time I'm like, damn, like we should just sell him because he's got the skills here. So together we create something kind of a bit more upbeat than the actual records. Which is quite nice. For me, live always needed the energy, you know.
That's really important to mention, you know. Get additional people checking out your live show.
Well, totally. If there's plenty of songs where you can have a bit of a, you know, get into the groove a little bit more. I didn't want to just like depress the whole audience with an acoustic guitar and some really sad songs. And we can have moments like that, but ultimately I think there's a lot more on offer live than is revealed in some of the music I've released, which is always cool, yeah.
So what are you most looking forward to touring the US?
Honestly, like I've always been fascinated by the US. I grew up watching a lot of films, so just the country, seeing the city, seeing the landscapes. It's such a huge place that I know it evolves from, you know, one city to the next, and yeah, just exploring. I'm really fond of the people out here, and you know, for all the Trumps out there, there's a lot of amazing people behind it. So and we're in exactly the same position out in the UK. So don't be offended by Boris.
It's rough out there.
Yeah, it's rough out there. But connecting with the real people who turn up to the shows and love music and love life is what it's all about, really.
Well, that's what we're all about. So we'll sing your praises here.
Thank you.
And the music's really great. And thank you for played a couple tracks for us, right? How about some dream collaborations that you'd like? You mentioned a lot of people. It seems like everything kind of builds organically for you. I love that. And family and friends.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
Like, that's the thing. I mean, I've been playing with my mates from the beginning. So it's kind of like a vetting process. I mean, we're in a band called the Psychedelic Shitbags, which is our prog rock kind of alter ego, which one day may be releasable. I'm not sure.
I love that. Please, when it's released, send it on over. That's hilarious.
But yeah, honestly, it's I would love to explore. Like, I've only just started writing music with other people. Like, writing can be a very solo thing where you're in a room for days. You call it almost like a cave. You get a bit shut off from the world, and it's all quite personal. But actually collaborating recently with people who help structure songs and almost find the words that sometimes your brain can't even activate. So I couldn't put it down to a singular artist. It's just anyone that can help push my creative process further than I have.
Right way to look at it. Yep.
And that's because we always do the animation. There's so much visual art that we can still explore. So much film that we haven't even touched upon.
Wow.
So yeah, it's the jack of all trades, master of none. Complex.
It's a whole other side of you, the visual aspect of it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool. Well, it's cool to see that's important as well. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
My pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Come on back anytime. Again, the LA show is September 24th, and the full tour. Where is the best place to learn more about that? Do you have a site or?
Yeah, we have obviously all social media sites. ChelouMusic.com is our thank you, Mr. Manager. Yeah, we've got a site if you want to check that out. But yeah, generally find us on Spotify, Instagram. It will have, we'll be plugging this tour as much as possible. Awesome. And would love to see you guys at the shows.
Yeah, come on out, guys. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, brother.
Chelou.
Chelou, it's a bass guitar.
Yeah, you decide how to say it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much.
Bye-bye then.
Grant Owens on We Thunder Music.